Ayo! What up, y'all? Y'all already know the vibes. It's AYOO. I'm coming back again with another GTA video. This video is more of a how-to video, just installations and how to get cars and install them, as well as just modify the handling and sound file. So today, what I'm gonna do is, because I was requested by a viewer of my last video, they just asked, how do you install the car or whatever. So I responded and I said, you know what, I'm gonna make a how-to video on how to get a car, install it, add and or edit an engine sound, and as well as modifying the handling of a car. So today what we about to do is, conveniently, I just found this. It's the VQ engine file or engine sound file, and we about to add this. Yeah, my guy got this, but he got way better headlights on that bitch. But I think just for video's sake, I might just go with that. Alright, so first thing we about to do, I'm gonna switch to this one because I like this guy's sound files. What's his name? Legacy DMC. Great work, great work. Some of them are a little too quiet, so I do have to like up the sound of the sound files, but he allows you to do that because some files you download them and it's like they lock it so you can't if you try to edit the sound file, you can't reinstall the louder sounds, and then you just stuck with a broken sound file, I guess. Well, not broken, but you stuck with an incomplete installed sound file, so it doesn't even work. Alright, so first what we about to do is just see how this joint sounds. What the hell is that? Why would you play music over a sound file? Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Alright, so damn, I really wish they had a 37. They sound pretty much the same, though, I'm not gonna lie. They sound pretty much the same. Alright, so what we about to do is, my fault, y'all, a little hiccup. Alright, so we're gonna go with this one. That other one, look, I don't know what that was about. Alright, I'm gonna skip past all this. We don't gotta wait for this. Alright, so this is the car file right here. Don't be like overwhelmed. These are all just different car mods, and what I will just show you is I got it from here, libertycity.net. This is one place I get cars. Another place is this is my main place, GTA5mods.com, and sometimes if I can't find it there, I find it here. So that's why we got that. So that's the car. So what we're about to get next is the sound mod. It sounds pretty good in the video posted here, so I'm gonna just leave a like for my guy. Alright, so same place as the car. I don't know why it's not showing the car, but it's there. And let's just extract that. This just means you taking the folder out of the zip file. Again, don't get overwhelmed, nothing crazy. But if y'all got GTA, if y'all have GTA on your PC, you probably know what most of that stuff is. So, alright, so these are the two files right here. This is the car, this is the engine, and let's get to work. So first thing you want to do, again, this is going to be assuming that you already know how to get OpenIV. I probably should have added like a little part of how to get this. Honestly, just go on your internet browser, type in OpenIV, and download or something, and you can just download OpenIV. Just download it, install it. It's 1, 2, 3, and then just connect or locate your GTA 5 directory in OpenIV, and that way you could just start modding the game. One thing I will recommend is when you download it and install OpenIV, when you locate your directory, create a folder named mods, right? that does not come in your directory. That folder is non-existent if you don't mod the game. What you want to do is copy, I believe it's copy and paste update and put it in here. Am I right? Yeah. Update and I think x64. So you want to copy and paste 1 and 2 and put it in that newly created folder called mods. That way you can mod the game as much as you want, and if it ever like crashes your game out beyond repair, just delete the mod folder and it's like reverting your game completely back to original. So that's all I'm gonna say. Take x64 and update and put it into a new folder named mods. That way you can mod the game as much as you want, and if it breaks the game, just delete the mod folder. Alright, but anyway, what I will do now is go to update. Yes, when you want to add the physical car file, let's get the car file. This is my first time doing it, so it's my first time explaining it, so bear with me. That's the engine sound. This is the car. So I got a D35. Alright. So what I will do is go to mods, go to update, x64, DLC packs. This is where you want to add it. You see all my cars there. That's that CLS that I had in the last video. Sounded like thunder. Couldn't even hear me talking. Whole bunch of stuff. Add-on pads. That's where you add on characters, but we're not about to talk about that. So anyway, you turn on edit mode. Take Infinity G35, drag and drop. There it is. Okay, so what we want to do next is we're going to come back. The car is not fully installed yet. You didn't add the car to the game yet. The physical files are there, but the car is not going to be able to be pulled up in the game just yet. We're going to come back to that part because I want to do all of this in one shot. Because the same place you have to add this car to actually add it to the game is the same place you got to add this sound file. So next is we're going to go to the SP, that means single player. This is how to do a 5M. This is how to do single player. I don't do 5M. I play it, but I don't really install nothing on it. So this is the file name. I don't know why it's called that. You could have just called it VQ35 or something. Unless that's some type of super coded name. I don't know. Alright. So right now we just added the files for the engine, right? So this is the car right here, this is the engine. What we're about to do is just put the car on hold, and now we're about to mod the engine file. So what I'm gonna do is go into the engine file. I just clicked into the engine, go there to what's called dlc.rpf, and then go to x64. This is in the engine file. Go to audio folder, go to SFX, yes. Go to the folder in here, and what you want to do, you see two AWC files, audio wave containers. So one is NPC and one is regular. The one that says NPC, non-playable character, that's for NPC. So like if you were to replace this car into the game and not add it on, let me make sure this is an add-on car actually. Hold on. Is it an add-on car? If this is replacing car, I'm gonna be dumb tight. Alright, it's an add-on. Excuse me. Alright, so like I was saying, this is an NPC car. So if you were to replace a car, say you replace the I don't friggin' know. You replace the Zentorno. I don't know why you'd replace it with a G35, but just say you did, right? You replace the Zentorno with a G35. So whenever somebody drives a Zentorno on the map, you're gonna hear a VQ motor, right? You're gonna hear the VQ, and you're gonna see a G35 going by. Again, don't know why you do that, but to each his own. Alright, so back to this. What you want to do is highlight the regular AWC file, right? Go to export to open formats. That's basically just extracting the sound file that's in there. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the sound files is, there you go. You got the door close, engine acceleration, idle, all that stuff. That's what's in the audio wave container. So again, export to open formats. Now I keep a folder of all my sound mods. Some of them custom, some of them don't work, and then a lot of them in here. Alright, so I'll just select this folder, and now we're gonna go to that folder. How the hell do I even get there? I promise my folders are neat, but oh yeah, it's right here. Alright, so what we're gonna do is find that, don't even know what it's called. Here it is, Z33U2. Make sure you have this OAC file. If you do that, what I just did, extract to open formats, and this file doesn't pop up, you can't reinstall it back to OpenIV. That's what I was talking about when I say some authors have a locked file. When you extract to open formats and you take it over here, you can't reinstall it because it doesn't have an OAC file no more. So the folder will come out with the sound files. You can mod those, but if you don't have an OAC file, you can't upload it back into here, into OpenIV. But anyway, what we're about to do is turn it up a little bit, because usually these sounds are too quiet. So what I like to do is I use Audacity. This is another free program that you can just download right off the internet. Just type in Audacity, and you can find it anywhere on the internet. It's free. And what you want to do is go to File, go to Open. This is the F136 motor. That's the motor that was in the previous video that I used to mimic the sound of a LT6 for my Corvette C8Z06 video. Alright, so what you want to do is go to that same folder where all your engine sound files are, or if you keep it on your desktop, whatever. You want to open that folder, actually, excuse me, and let's move this over. So what you want to do, we don't need to do all that, that's too much work. What you want to do is really could just do the exhaust, because this car doesn't have a special engine. Like, basically, I'll put it this way, like usually if a car has a specific type of engine, some of the turbocharged cars, you may want to change the sound of the engine, like up the sound of the engine. But like sometimes you really don't have to. The only time I really need to up the sound of the engine is if it's a supercharged V8. Like if it's a supercharged engine and you want to hear the supercharger more, that's going to be on the engine sound. You're not going to get that from the exhaust sound. So I'm gonna just let you know right now. So if you have a turbocharged car or a naturally aspirated car that you're loading in, there's not really a point in like modifying the engine sound. It's like a lot of extra work for nothing. But either way, I'll just, for the sake of argument, I'll just or the sake of the video rather, I'll just show you what I'm talking about. So just open all of them. It won't blow up your computer. Remind myself to put a timestamp here if you want to just skip to how to edit the sounds. Yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of cutting for this video. I don't want it to be too long. Yeah, I noticed a lot of this started happening, like the startup files, and it might be my guy Legacy DMC, because it was the same thing for that Ferrari file. The startups still sound beautiful. If you watch the video, the startup is still loud, but yeah, I think he does something with the startup, so you can't really mod that. So we're gonna leave the startup file. Don't save. Exhaust idle. Let's listen to this. Not bad. Not bad. So what you want to do? That's not it. What you want to do? There you go. Highlight the sound. Go to effects. Amplify. Let's turn it up. Alright, that's loud as shit. Alright, and what you want to do is go to export as WAV, the same way as whatchamacallit? Actually no. Yeah, the files come in as WAV files when you extract them to open formats. So you just want to put them back in the file the same way. So when you want to extract it back to the folder so it can save over the current one. So this exhaust idle is about to save over the original exhaust idle. So yes, I want to replace it, and then I close this. Do I want to save the project? You don't have to do this because they already replaced the sound. You don't have to do that. And if you want to start all this over or revert it back to normal, just re-download the sound file. To be honest, it's the easiest way. So exhaust deceleration. Yup, real trumpety like a VQ. Big trumpet. Doesn't sound like a single exit though, right? It sounds like you got test pipes maybe. Shit loud as hell. It sounds like you got test pipes with definitely a dual exit. Or maybe a straight pipe. It may be a straight pipe single exit. You know, them straight pipes on VQs is loud as shit. But it's like some point they don't even sound good anymore. It's crazy. Like you kind of need at least like a resonator or something. But anyway, if you get the gist of this part, you can kind of skip past. Yeah, just skip past this part if you kind of get the gist. Then I'll just show you how to reinstall it. That should be like in a few seconds, a few minutes or whatever. Effects, amplify. We can still preview it too. That's actually not bad at all. But we're gonna turn it up because why not? There's a little distortion in there. You can hear it on the lower end. So we're gonna turn that down to like 5. This shit sounds straight pipe as hell. It's gonna be loud as shit. Man, I hope that G35 file works. I won't lie, it's the most annoying thing when you mod a sound file and then you add the car and the car don't work. That should be killing me. What's this, the engine idle? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's not no special type of engine. It's just a V6, so it's like you don't really need to up the engine idle. Like, there's no special sound the engine makes. This is engine deceleration. You don't really gotta update. Like, you don't gotta increase that. That sounds fine, to be honest. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't really gotta touch the engine acceleration deceleration sounds, because it's like it's not like a supercharged or a turbocharged or whatever. So it's like you don't really need to. All right, so pay attention to this next part, right? So what we're about to do, remember, this is the file that we use to extract to get the folder and the OAC file. So now what we're about to do, don't worry, delete that. And remember, you downloaded this for free, so you can just get it back. So that's the original one we just deleted. And what we're about to do is take the folder containing the modded sounds and the OAC file. You don't have to even touch that. Just make sure you have one. Drag and drop. It's going to say open formats, and it's going to add right back. So now, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but if we go into the folder, no, not the folder. If we go into the audio wave container, I think the exhaust acceleration, that's when we turned up, right? So let's play that. Yeah, you can tell it's a little louder. Yeah, it's a little louder. That's a lot louder. Okay. Alright, so the engine sounds they're halfway installed and modified. Alright, so let's go back to the car real quick. Actually, let's go back to the car file. Let's locate that. And what you want to do is, damn, what's that shit called? There it is, Infinity G35. Alright. So what we want to do is, where the hell is this? Nope, it's not there. There it is. Alright, so for vehicle meta, you want to right click, edit. This isn't handling yet. What we're doing is just saying, we're telling OpenIV that we want this car to use the modded engine sound file. So what's it called? Z33U2. So we just put this name into the audio name hash. Now you just modded the sound file, so now this car is going to use the VQ35 sound. And what I also want to do is just check the handling. Definitely pay attention to this part if you want to mod handling. So I believe this car has a 5-speed if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. My man should got a 5-speed. So what we got to do is change that to 5. Initial drive gears just basically means your transmission speed. So however many forward gears you want in your car, you put here. It's kind of realistic. Like it works kind of well, but like for cars that have like 8 speeds, it works well up to like 7. I want to say like cars that have like 8 speeds, 9 speeds, 10 speeds. It's like, yeah, I don't know. The game doesn't really play it too well. Like, it doesn't really work too well. All right, another thing I touch is the front drive bias. Now that should be 0. Yes, here it is. Front drive bias. This basically means your drivetrain. So if it's basically what this means, the higher the value, the more power goes to the front wheels. So let me explain it like this. If I was to change this number, make sure it's always 6 digits. I just noticed that it makes it a lot easier when it's always 6 digits. But say I change that to 0.15, right? That's like me saying the G35 is all-wheel drive and it sends 15% to the front wheels. Change that again. That's like saying the G35 sends 35% of the power to the front wheels, right? Change it again. That's like saying it sends 50 to the front, 50 to the rear. That's a horrible handling setup, by the way. Don't ever put that on any of your cars. You won't be able to make one turn. But anyway, we're going to leave that as 0 for now. Because that G35 I did select is rear wheel drive. So we're just going to leave that as 0. Here are the suspension values and everything. You definitely want to leave these. These are the right value because I think once they go up to like 0.15, it's like that's like the least amount of chance that your car will roll over. You see that roll center height front, roll center height rear. I hate that shit. That roll over shit. Like when you make a turn, the car starts tilting. It's annoying. But yes. So all I did here in the handling file, if you're still with me, all I did was transmission, turned it to a 5-speed, and made sure that this is rear wheel drive. Alright, so I believe 100%, I think either a 1.000 whatever or a 9 whatever makes this thing all front wheel drive, and I think 0 makes this rear wheel drive. Anything in between just makes it a all wheel drive split. Alright, so I won't get too far into the handling. Actually, I will just show you this one part. Sorry, just stick with me. What I was talking about in the Corvette video, the suspension values that I had to change, I had to go through like this whole section right here and just kind of just manipulate the values just to stop the car from rolling over on turns. It worked pretty well. If you notice, like the car didn't roll over once, just taking like a regular turn. Like I was really like bending blocks like Toretto. So you feel me? You definitely want to be able to hit them corners and not flip the car over. Alright, so that's done. And we're almost done installing it. I know I'm taking a long time. How much time I got? 27 minutes. Yeah, I gotta cut this shit short. Alright. Where'd I go? Alright, so next what we want to do is just finish installing the car and the sound file. So what we want to do is go back to update, go to update RFP, go to common or DLC patch. I think it's common. Yep. Go to data, go to DLC list. Now here's where we're about to install the car, right? Now if you're paying attention, again you see the motor as well as the car name for the C8 Z06 that I added, right? That's the Z06, that's the Z06 sound file. Now you notice I just copy and pasted them over and added it 3 times. I'm just creating some space for the new items that we're about to add. So what you want to do is add the engine sound file completely. So you got to add it here. So now the engine is completely installed, and I forgot the name that they use for the car, so it's just Infinity G35, right? Yep, I could have guessed that. Alright, add that right there. So now the car and the engine sound are they're fully installed into the game. So now what we want to do, what I will just show you, you know, just in case you were skipping around and didn't see, make sure that you already added the folders for both items that you want to add. You need the folder. So our first folder is, if I know my alphabet, there it is. Infinity G35 folder is already there. We already modded the handling as well as adding the sound file to the car. I will just show y'all that real quick one more time. The sound file goes into vehicle meta. You just add it to the audio hash. That way you can tell the game to use this sound file when using the car. And if you want to work on the handling of the car, just go right here. What we did do is just I changed the transmission to a 5-speed, as well as just making sure that this is rear wheel drive. Again, 0 means rear wheel drive, and I believe the value of 1 is fully front wheel drive, and anything in between is an all wheel drive split. Alright, so everything's fully installed. What I will do now is get out of edit mode just to make sure I don't mess anything up, and I'll start the game. I'll see you guys when the game starts. Hey yo! Alright, y'all, we back. Alright, so the game loaded up. I already teleported over here and everything, and you guys didn't have to see all that. But so let's make sure we can see. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is, through the use of a trainer, what I'm going to use is just spawn the vehicle, go to added vehicle menu. I don't know how this works for your trainer. I'm just showing you guys this on my trainer. And let's look for the Infinity. Oh man, my alphabets, man. Where is it? Infinity. That's it right there? The G35.
Start, you piece of crap.
This dude really said the car don't start properly. That's decent. That's decent. That's why I didn't want us to mod the start file. Okay. Now you can hear that BQ. Yes, sir. This is slow as shit. Pick up speed, alright. Oh, this thing. I got too much downforce. Oh, I'm about to crash. I had to use that. I'm about to crash it out. There you go. This thing can't handle for shit, but it was just an example, just an instructional tutorial of how to add a car. Just as a little treat, I'll show you guys a better sounding car. Ah, it's not the one, bro. They deleted it, or they changed it or something. Right-hand drive, of course. You hear them turbos? Alright. That's enough of that. Alright, so other than that, that's basically how to install a car in GTA, as well as a sound file, and edit the handling. Also, what I will just explain real quick, if I go to PC, damn, my fucking hard drive is smoked. What the hell happened to my hard drive? Why ain't got no space? Another thing you want to do is, just in case you guys don't have a good old trainer, what I use to spawn the car in the game. What you want to add is an actual trainer. So basically, I believe, what is it? You just search up just a native trainer, I believe, something like that, or a GTA 5 trainer. Just use anyone you want. They're all pretty similar. Just use the trainer, install the files, pretty much copy and paste into your Rockstar directory, and that's about it. That way you could pull up the game or pull up the cars in game and whatever else you want. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. I'm sorry if this took a little bit of time. I'll try to cut out some of this extra banter and whatnot just to kind of shorten up the video. And I'll probably try to use some timestamps just to show what parts are where. But other than that, if you stayed this long, you know how to install cars into GTA 5. And yeah, let me know in the comments if you need to know anything else. And I'll see you on the next one. Safe up, stay sturdy.